It's so nice recording at your house, Jordan, because I eat so good over here.
Your tummy full?
My tummy is full. It's a regular episode. We're at Jordan's house. Jordan, say hello.
Hello, hello. We just had a, what is that? Crisp?
She called it a crisp.
Yeah, it was good.
It was so good.
Yeah, we took these like leftover peaches from because we always do this. We go to an orchard and we just get so many peaches, like too many peaches. You know what I mean?
You have to pay.
Yeah,
How much you pay?
it's like they do it by a peck. It's called a peck.
The fuck's a peck? Like
It's-
one of these?
No, it's
I'm flexing my huge.
yeah, Robbie's
muscular
shirtless
chest. Yeah,
because
dude.
we went to the pool.
It's the summertime. Why would I wear a shirt? I have to wear a shirt all day at work.
No one's.
I'm tired of being in this cotton polyester blend prison.
Well, you should get sun shirts because then you wouldn't be in that. Anyway,
I like being shirtless, man.
yeah. So we're watching Jaws because
We're watching Jaws.
it's Shark Week. So anyway,
Are we watching it because it's Shark Week or because it's
I think
on?
I
I would rather be watching
it's on.
actual Shark Week than Jaws.
Really?
With the sound off?
Oh well, too bad. I don't know what channel that is.
It's the fucking Discovery Channel.
I don't know like the numbers.
The
dude.
remote has a guide on it.
I'm not gonna
We
sit
were
here.
watching it earlier.
I'm not gonna sit here and do that while we're recording. All right, just sit down
This
and watch
is when Jordan decides
Richard
to be professional.
Dreyfuss. Damn. Anyway, speaking of movies, is it too early?
Go ahead, dude.
All right, it's movie time. Andrew, cue the music.
It's so cute when Jordan goes to cue the music because he gets so animated with it.
Yeah.
It's like a little kid when you give them like SpaghettiOs for the first time and they kind of like freak out a little bit.
Hmm. So this is gonna be a fun one because we've been doing some movie shit, dude.
I saw a movie.
What's your movie that you saw?
I saw Twisters.
Well, I did too. I can't wait. Oh my god, yay! Fucking
Wow.
okay.
That
Yes.
was Jordan jumped up and went to face me
Hell yes.
cross-legged.
Okay, dude. All right.
I saw it the pre-screening the day before it came out.
Me too. Yeah, we did too. So what did you think? Just
It was fine.
I thought it was fine too, but I want to go over some silly thing. It was a lot of fun. Some
My
silly-
general review of it, without
Mhm.
getting into it, is
We are getting into it. What are you talking about? Go ahead.
God damn it. No, before we get into it, my
Okay,
general
gotcha.
review of that movie is it's a wonderful summer date night movie.
Yeah.
Because I went with like a chick and she loved it.
So much fun.
And I was like, it was all right. The music was awful.
Yeah, they picked some bad choices.
Loved the soundtrack.
Also, where was Shania Twain? Come on now.
the
like-
TV on the radio guy was funny. I didn't realize it was him until
Yeah.
after.
Yeah. Okay.
So I thought the movie was fine, and there was a couple good funny parts, but it was very.
no, it's a summer blockbuster. It's fun.
But
know?
it wasn't. I don't know. It didn't really hit anything that would make it like a good movie for me. But it wasn't bad. It was fine.
Okay, let's go into the I had a lot of fun in it. Let's go through some silly things. Okay.
All right, Jordan. Let's
So-
go through some silly things.
One thing I noticed.
Uh-huh.
So it's basically this girl Daisy Daisy Ridley Jones or whatever.
I don't know.
She loses a bunch of friends in the first part of the movie
Yeah, her crew gets sucked up.
into a tornado, but she survives.
Talk about Hawk Tua.
There you go.
Stuck to death, dude.
But she grows up in Oklahoma, like she's from Oklahoma.
Yeah.
But she goes to New York after that because
Yeah.
she's got PTSD.
Yep.
Anyway, but when she goes back to Oklahoma,
Oh, and they'll call her City Girl and just
Yeah.
ignore her fucking accent.
yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
This is crazy.
I clocked that immediately as being stupid as fuck, and the only thing that I could think was that like they know that she's from her, like they can
Right.
hear her accent, and they're just making fun of her for leaving. They don't
No.
actually think she's born and raised in Manhattan.
Well, I mean,
That's me maybe being way too generous with like the
No.
probably abhorrent script.
it's just like,
City girl.
well, and that was the funny part is like she clearly has this. It's not a strong accent by any means, but like she's
You know
obviously
what the best
from
part
the
of that
fucking
movie
South.
was?
What?
Fucking Paul Shearer at the end being the parking attendant at the airport.
Oh yeah, that
was the best part of that movie.
Yeah,
And then but the scientist guy who wears like the safari outfit,
yeah.
I didn't know until after. That's the TV on the radio guy.
Oh, okay. I didn't
Yeah.
know that. Yeah,
He was funny.
yeah. I know.
Like the fucking sexy YouTube Cowboys crew was cool.
I
so-
love the Tyler Owens actor.
I know you love him because he's your type of man.
He is.
You
I like
could-
him a lot.
You could fucking build a house with his head. Like it is crazy the angles on that man's face.
I love him,
When
dude.
we were talking about the movie and my friend was like, "Who's in it?" Like blah blah blah, and I was like, "I don't know." I was like,
no, he's the Top Gun Maverick guy.
literally I said it's new little blonde girl and guy with super punchable face, and she was
Yeah.
like, "I know exactly the actor that you're talking about."
But you like him. He's got a super punchable face, but
So-
like you always like him for some reason.
We've talked about this with other actors. So far, I've seen him in, I
comfortable.
believe, 2 movies, being Top Gun Maverick and this.
He's on a bunch of stuff on Netflix.
I don't know if I've seen those though.
Yeah.
The 2 that I can remember are those movies where he plays the punchable piece of fuck
Who ends up not
that
being
eventually
that bad.
becomes like kind of cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he is a very good actor and is typecasted well because it always elicits a response from me of fuck this dude. Like if I
Yeah.
like I would be really unhappy if I ever had to be in a room with any of his characters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. I think I'd be.
You would
I would-
sit on his fucking lap.
Well, here's the thing too: is like halfway through that movie, you forget that there's even tornadoes. The whole premise of the movie at that point is like you want these two people to fuck.
They never kiss in the movie.
It pisses me off so
It made
fucking
me
much.
so mad that he doesn't
Here's
just
the
like
thing.
flip her upside down and do a standing 69. It's fucking crazy. She weighs less than his fuking laptop, dude. He's
Here's the
shooting
thing.
rockets out of a truck. Give him a fucking even a dry handy.
It must have been
There's
some
no
weird.
way that all that adrenaline is pumping and she doesn't just and then just start fucking cranking him
Right.
down. It's fucking stupid.
Right there in the airport.
He brought her pizza to her fucking hotel.
Yeah, that was
Give that man a
unprompted.
fucking foot job. That's fucking crazy.
There's so many like my thing is like it was obviously like a weird feminist thing that they decided not to have like a kiss scene or something. Probably
I don't fucking know.
that's my guess. But here's the thing: if you're gonna do that, don't spend half the movie building up this sexual
I don't
tension.
fucking
between
know.
them.
The entire soundtrack was just like weird fucking chick rock.
It was weird. Like they
It
could
was
have they could
really
have had
bad. It
so
was
many
really
better
bad,
choices.
like pop country chick rock.
Yeah.
I laughed so hard like in the beginning when like the tornadoes were being shown or whatever.
Yeah.
Or something was happening and then it's like this deep orchestral like John Williams knockoff is happening musically.
Yeah.
And then just panned hard left is just an arbitrary banjo. And I'm laughing. And the person I went to the movies like gave me a look and was like, "What are you laughing at?
Yeah.
There's nothing happening." And I
Yeah.
was like, "I'll tell you later."
Well,
This
'cause,
is fucking
here's the
so
thing.
stupid. But all the songs were just like, "You can take the girl out of Oklahoma,
Right.
but you'll always be free." Like that kind of shit. Like that was
Yep.
the entire soundtrack.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Being tough sometimes ain't easy. When you got eyeliner, it's so dumb.
yeah, it was. I mean, because the first one had such dramatically good music
It
in
was
it.
good. That soundtrack fucking
Yeah,
ruled.
I can't believe that they didn't like pull off like a better soundtrack. Like that is something that pissed me off too.
Did you catch any Easter eggs from the
Yes,
first movie?
of course, Dorothy.
Aside from Dorothy.
Oh,
I couldn't-
yeah. Well, here's the thing. They definitely swapped out certain. It was basically the same movie, but swapped out.
It was
Basically,
not the same.
The rodeo scene was basically the movie theater scene.
Yeah.
You know, and then like the tornado running over that town and them trying to find the dog was the same scene as like when it got to Aunt whatever her name is his house. You know, remember?
Yeah, I don't know. I was bummed out that they didn't do more with like the eating scene.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right,
Like they
when
could have
eat
done
at the house
the fucking steak and the eggs and the gravy.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
come
saying?
on, man.
Like that's like the big part of like the first one.
Yeah.
Her gravy's so good it should be its own food group.
Right.
Such a good scene.
There was none of that kind of
No.
shit. Yeah.
And I was also like, I was hoping that there was going to be some like cameo connecting the movies.
Yeah, but there wasn't.
No.
Also, what's with like the data? There's always this like all this weird like it's just fake data. Gotta
data.
collect the data.
Gotta get the data. I
Hold
need
on.
the data.
But, okay, so there's a point in the movie where you find out that like the first person she's working for.
There was a point in time where I would have done anything for you, Ellie.
Yeah, exactly. That guy.
I wanted to shove popcorn up my
His
nose.
company is supposed to collect data, but she finds out that they're working with this land grabber who
Yeah.
basically goes to people whose houses have just been hit by tornadoes and then like buys up their land and like
develops it.
and develops it. Here's the thing though, why does he need any data? The whole point is just like you wait till the tornado hits a town, and then when it does hit a town, you go in.
I think it's so you can track where they're going, so you can already be there waiting. I
mean,
guess. I don't know.
You just sit there and
It
wait
doesn't
for
make
the,
sense, Jordan.
it
That's the
doesn't-
whole fucking point.
It doesn't make
It's kind
sense.
of just like it's what we call a plot hole.
It's a big plot
It's
hole.
a huge plot hole. But
Why does that guy
but
need
they had to
tornado
use some
data?
sort of plot device to get her back there with fucking the tornado wrangler.
Yeah. Who was? Yeah. I mean, Jesse and I had a disagreement about the one. The one guy I did not find attractive. I just didn't think he was attractive. Not Tyler Owens. He was, of course.
You love yes, we
I
get
love
it.
him.
You
The
want
other
to
guy.
suck on his knees.
the other guy. I didn't think he was very
The
attractive.
her friend.
Yeah, her friend.
Yeah,
the
he's
one,
not-
the survivor from the.
That's why he wasn't the boyfriend, Jordan. He's not hot.
Yeah.
He was the party guy.
Yeah.
And then you learn at the end that he went back to his old ways and he was cool because he was eating snacks in his truck.
Oh my god! You know what? Going over this movie now, I don't like it. Yeah, no, it was fun. It was a
was
fun
fine.
time. The best part of the movie was when he was in the parking spot and they were like, "We're gonna tow you," and then he puts his
with
drills
Paul
down in the
Scheer. That was
ground.
the best part.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
is the
like,
best part.
I don't know. It was very like violently whatever.
Yeah,
There was like 2 or 3 like quippy parts with like the Bad Boys YouTube crew that was like, okay, you guys are like, this is funny.
yeah. I'm surprised
But,
they
like-
didn't AI Bill Paxton in there, man. Somewhere,
But
at least a portrait of him in the background.
yeah, he's just a fucking when they flip down the fucking visor, like a picture of Bill Paxton comes out.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Like it was, like I said, it was fucking whatever. Like, but it is. If you want to go on a date night and you want to get a guaranteed fucking smacker in the parking lot, just fucking take a chick to that movie, and you will come.
Oh! I think the point of the movie was so you could take a date, and since they didn't kiss in the movie,
It's
there's so much sexual
no pressure
tension.
date night movie, but also there's so much pressure.
There's so much sexual tension that you're like, well, they didn't kiss, so we have to fucking kiss.
That's it.
That's what
Honey,
it is.
they didn't kiss, so if you touch my hand, I will bust.
It did make me so mad. Like,
That they didn't
come
kiss?
on. There's like they're both hot as fuck. Just make them kiss.
It was the age of the characters also like I couldn't figure out because
Yeah.
they're in school and then it's a 5-year time jump, but then the mom talks about how that was grad school and not undergrad. And so I'm sitting there trying to be like, okay, you have this like cushy ass job with like the National Weather Reporting Service or whatever. Are you like 25 and like a genius child? Or are you like 30 but you just weigh as much as a shit that I take? Like I don't understand what's happening right now.
Yeah.
And if you're 30, then why are
She's
you afraid to
obviously-
eat a personal pizza and make out with the hottest man in Oklahoma?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, also that scene where they're explaining like the science of the
Oh,
tornadoes.
Did you love?
I love that
you
shit,
love
dude.
that fake science, dude.
Oh man, fake science is one of my favorite shit, dude.
I know.
I
it is.
love it.
I bet you love. Did you know? Speaking of fake science, did you know in Breaking Bad they had to purposefully write the scenes with the math off so that
So
people
that
wouldn't
people-
watch the show
yeah.
and learn how to make meth?
Yeah.
But then the other way around that, or the other end of that, the other side of that coin, I guess. In what was that nerd show?
Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang Theory. All the science is like correct.
Yeah, interesting.
And so whatever the weird topic of the episode is, like the apartment billboard has like a famous theory related to that topic on it.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
It was just one of those like,
yeah.
That was in like one of those stupid, like back when Cracked was sick, like, 10 things you didn't know about your favorite shows.
Yeah, I'd be interested. I would be interested to find out. You know how like that there's that YouTube channel that has those professionals come on and talk about the movies and see if they're like accurate. I want to see if that in Twisters, if what they were talking about in that one scene.
I really don't
accurate.
think that in this romantic summer blockbuster they did mass disclosure on how the government knows how to kill tornadoes but just doesn't.
No, I mean just like how it works, They're like, oh yeah,
the updraft.
they need
that was so
updraft.
funny how they just tried to ham-fistedly throughout the entire movie be like, it's the updraft going into the crown. Look at that. Here comes the low pressure system. It's just like that whole thing where everyone's like getting super horny for using fucking college words.
Interesting choice not to mention climate change too. They were like, oh, we know a lot of Southern Trumpers are going to watch this movie.
Yeah, they also did not once mention climate change, but they kept on being like, the weather's been really different recently. It's been very intense. Anyway.
Yeah,
buy my shirt.
And they were like, and they couldn't mention it because Tyler Owen's whole persona was to like, let's see how much gas we can burn.
He really was just a good old boy.
I love him, dude.
Jordan, we know it's going to be crazy when he does like a book tour and Jordan sleeps outside for a month. There's no line. Jordan just wants to be there.
I don't even know that actor's name. I just know him as the Top Gun Maverick guy. That's it.
What name have you been saying?
Tyler Owens, because that's his character name in Twisters.
Oh, I thought that was his real life name.
I don't know what it is.
That's insane that you just remembered his Twisters name that much. You're talking about him like he's someone you went to school with.
Nah. He's one of those guys.
What other movie stuff? I don't want to talk about this movie anymore.
Okay, Long Legs. Did you watch Long Legs?
I really want to see it.
Okay, you haven't seen it. Okay, that's a different movie time.
No. Spoilers don't work on. It's fine. Don't spoil it. But
it was great. It was fantastic. It was lovely.
Let me ask you questions then.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah. Ask me questions, bitch.
Inside the Robbie studio. Was it good?
Yes.
Was it scary?
Yeah.
Is it freaky?
Yes.
Is it long?
No.
Are there any good other actors in that movie aside from Nicolas Cage?
Yes.
Ish. Okay.
Micah's okay.
That's all the questions I have. No, but I mean, I want to see it.
Ask more.
Okay. No, okay. I don't want to. Okay. I don't want to know a lot about this movie,
right?
Because I'm going to fall into a trap like I did with Hereditary.
Yes,
where people were like, "This is the scariest movie ever, and it's so fucking good."
Here's the thing: it's not that scary.
And then I watched it, and I was like,
"It's not that scary. Don't go into it."
It's freaky, right? It's like a freaky.
It's freaky.
Movie?
It's weird.
Is it like Seven freaky?
No. It's original. I'll tell you this: it's an original concept.
Okay,
and you'll be like, "That was tight."
Cool.
Okay, that's what it is. And it's not that scary, but there are scary parts. There's parts where you're like on the edge of your seat.
Silence of the Lambs?
No.
Okay.
I know why it's compared to like that because the promotional stuff was very tied to that. But when you actually go in and watch it, it's very different.
Okay.
It's great. You're gonna love it. Yeah.
Is it a movie that you would say like?
I love this. 20 questions.
That you would have to see in the theaters, or I could like watch that at the house?
I would say yes, because you want the sounds to be right.
Well, because that's the thing. That's like with the Twisters bullshit, where it was like,
I went to see it in IMAX and I was kind of tricked. I feel like I could watch it at home.
Yeah, we've done this like the Cinemax,
loud. Yeah,
IMAX, the fake thing. Any other movies? So Long Legs is good, and I should see it in the theaters.
Yes, absolutely. Go see it right now. And what did we watch? There was another one we watched. We saw 3 movies
in the theaters. You went?
Yeah.
You didn't see Romulus yet, did you?
No, Romulus is.
I don't know when it's coming out.
It's in like 2 weeks.
Okay. Because I know there's a lot of movies coming out that I really want to see.
Yeah.
I really want to see Trap. I really want to see Romulus. I want to see the new Nosferatu movie.
Yes, Nosferatu.
I really want to see the
good.
new Despicable Me. I don't give a fuck. I love those movies so much.
Yeah, nobody's fucking saying anything.
No,
bro.
the person I go to see movies with was like, I'm not seeing that movie, and I was like, you hate me.
Yeah.
No, there's like a lot of movies coming out that I really do want to see.
There was some
Beetlejuice 2 I want to see.
Oh, Day One. We already talked about
We
that.
already talked about Day One because I already
shit
talked
sucked.
about Bike Riders, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I can't. And then at home, I haven't really been. Oh, did I tell you? So there's a Gamera. You know Gamera.
Yeah. Turtle Boy.
Yeah, there's a new Gamera Netflix 10 episode thing.
Like an anime one?
Yeah,
Nice.
very fun.
Yeah, I didn't watch the Godzilla ones.
Why?
Because they're just like, I don't know.
The animation style is not my favorite, but
It's
the
odd.
story's very fun.
Yeah.
That's a very fun one. Gamera is like the same kind of animation, but that one's fun. And then through that, I learned that there's like a bunch of shit with like what is it, Ultraman?
Yeah.
Like that whole like school of
That shit was my jam as a kid.
Well, they're remaking all of it, or they're doing new versions of all of that on Netflix.
Hold on, I have an update. Steven Spielberg apparently cut Glenn Powell's and Daisy Edgar Jones' Kiss in Twisters. Fuck you, Steven Spielberg. Why? What's the reason?
Director's cut.
Babe, can you read that article and tell us the reason?
Hey, intern babe.
Also, his name is Glenn Powell, the guy I really like.
But you know him as
Tyler Owens.
Tyler Owens.
Which is such a better name.
Yeah. That's such a hotter name.
Yeah. That I feel like that was a researched name. They probably, you know what they probably did? They probably brought in a bunch of hot women and been like, "What names make you hot?" And they went through a bunch
They
of different
brought in
ones.
all 17 hot women who live in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Ugh, okay, Jordan, you don't have any video game updates. You don't
No,
play
dude.
video games anymore, man.
No, I don't have time, man.
I'm broke, so I can't play any games right now. But I'm waiting for the end of the summer so I can start buying games again.
You don't have the deal pack stuff?
No, I do. I blew my game load earlier in the year.
Yeah.
And now I have things I actually need to save up for happening in the later half of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's also nothing really that's
I've just been,
exciting.
you know what it is I usually have game nights every Friday or Saturday with my friends, and I've just been doing a lot of fishing stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Been going out with
How's
friends
fishing
and
been?
doing fishing. Good, man. I caught a big ass fish the other day. I think it was my personal best, I'm pretty sure.
Do you keep it?
No, dude. Every time I say that, people ask that. I was like, you don't keep fish. That's not a thing, really.
Yes, you do.
No. People don't really
Fishing
keep
was
fish.
invented to stay alive.
I
dog.
get that, but most people that are into fishing, they're throwing that shit back unless it's they're fishing for trout or
I don't know, Jordan. You
catfish.
said you caught a big fish.
Yeah.
So
You
I'm
look
thinking
at
you
it,
maybe either
you
ate
go,
it or
this is a cool fish.
I'm not thinking you fucking stuffed it. I would have seen
Also,
it.
they usually don't stuff it anymore. They just, you know what they do actually? When you see the the quote unquote taxidermied fish, all they do is you get the weight and you measure it, and then you show a picture of it, and then a fucking sculptor or artist guy will do a recreation of it and paint it exactly the way the fish is.
Yeah,
And
you could have done that, Jordan. That sounds way more up your alley.
I kind of want to do.
We all know
what?
that you're
There's
afraid to
probably
kill
some
fish.
money in that. No, dude. No, I'm not. And don't even pull this shit because
Well,
we
you
went
wanna-
on a camping
you wanna
trip
do
and your
this?
fucking stupid
You want-
ass
you-
couldn't even touch
Me.
the damn fish.
Me, I'm
Yes,
sorry.
you.
I'm not
Yes,
the one
you.
who caught a fish and said you wanted to eat it. You can reflect this all you want, Jordan.
We went to West Virginia. We went to Elkins,
Mhm.
West Virginia.
Yes, we
we went on a
did.
camping trip with
Yep.
it was with our buddy Cheese,
Yep.
and we caught a fish. We were gonna eat it.
Jordan caught a fish,
Yeah,
and Jordan wanted to eat this fish,
yeah.
and we brought the fish back to our little campsite.
And I was
thing.
completely fine trying to kill that thing.
You were not fine.
I was,
No, you
too.
weren't, because you wouldn't do it.
I was slamming that thing on.
You were not slamming. You were not slamming. So Jordan had the fish like this. I know this is an audio medium, but bear with me, dearest listeners. Jordan had the fish in his hand, and it is alive. And he's looking at it, and me and Cheese are kill it. And he's like, okay. And just lightly tapped it against this rock, and it's still alive. And we're like, dude, what are you doing? And we're like, kill it. He's like, okay. And does it again and isn't doing it hard enough. And this fish is just being tortured to death.
No.
And so then we
This
laid
is
it down on the fucking rock, and then Cheese took a rock and smashed its head to finally fucking kill it, and the eyeball popped out and hit Jordan in his chest, and he fucking freaked out about that. And then we burnt the fish.
We ate it though.
We did eat
It was
some
fine.
of
Yeah.
it.
Well,
No, Jordan didn't have the balls to kill the fish.
I had a ball. I
no, you did
absolutely.
not. You did not have a
this
ball.
This is not correct.
Yeah, it is. It is.
This is not how I
100%
remember
correct.
it. I've definitely killed fish, dude.
I've never seen you kill a fish. I've seen you torture a fish
No,
by smacking
stop
it up
saying
against
that.
a locker. You were basically just like a shitty bully in a
No.
fucking 80s movie, dude. You were just hate criming
Damn.
that fish.
No, dude. No, this is wrong.
Would you go deep sea fishing?
No, dude. You mean it like in Jaws?
Like go like a couple miles out and try and get like fucking
So I've done that before, actually. But it was one of those like where you pay someone.
yeah.
and they take
you're
you
not
out.
going out by yourself.
Yeah, and I caught a flounder.
Cool.
Yeah, one of those fish that have like both eyes on one side,
I know what
and you're
it's
like, "This is how I draw."
One of the
Remember that as a kid, you would draw something and you put both eyes on, like you just didn't know how to draw.
No, Jordan, I'm a fucking born artist. I understand perspective.
Yeah.
No, the coolest things I've ever caught fishing were as a kid. In the Outer Banks, they had like the really long piers and shit.
Yeah.
I caught a flounder one time, and that was cool because it was literally just like the adults would set up. I'm like middle school. The adults would set up fishing rods, and the kids would kind of just like grab one and pretend to know what they're doing, and then we just go play or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like sitting next to one, and it started to reel, and then I like grabbed it and I reeled it in, and it was a flounder. It was pretty big. It was like the size of my forearm.
Did you use squid?
Huh?
Did you use like squid
I
or
don't remember,
whatever?
man. All I know is I reeled in a fucking flounder, and I was like, "Whoa, this thing looks weird." And then the other dads in like the party were like, "Hey, that's really cool. Like, we're gonna go throw it back now." And then this like fisherman dude who was like sitting next to us with like a bucket full of fish was like, "If you're just gonna throw that back, can I have it?" And
Yeah.
we were like, "Yeah, man." And then that same trip, another day, I caught a stingray.
What?
Yeah, like a little one. It was like, you know, like the size of like two of your hands, like when you do like that.
Yeah.
Caught a little stingray.
Yeah. Have you ever swam with stingrays? It's fucking fun, dude.
When we did the cruise,
Everyone thinks they
thing-
like can kill you. That Steve Irwin shit was like a freak accident.
Don't talk bad about Steve.
The fuck you talking?
You just
I'm
called him
not.
a fucking freak.
No, I said it's a freak
We
accident
said
that he
stupid
died from
fucking
a
freak
stingray.
foreigner got into a fucking. It's a predicament. No, I don't know if I've done the thing where like you put your hand in the water, and the rays like you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying, they like glide past.
Yeah.
I swam with dolphins.
Yeah, me too.
That was
shit's
crazy because they
dude.
spend the entire time being like, "Please don't stick anything in their blowholes."
Yeah, they do,
and
dude.
then they were like, "Hey, every woman here, are you pregnant or on your period?" And of course, everyone's like, "Why would you ask me that? That's so rude. I'm gonna Me Too you." But then in reality, they're like, "No," because like dolphins are like
they will
real in
fuck
tune
you.
with like girl stuff like that,
Yeah.
and they will like
They-
swarm you if you're on your period or if you're pregnant.
Yeah.
And there's all these like anecdotal stories of like people on vacation who like go into those fucking like swimming pools with the dolphins, and like the dolphins won't leave like a woman alone, and then like that's how she finds out she's pregnant and shit.
Oh, damn. Nice.
They do that thing where you can give birth in like dolphin pools. That's like a real deep cut hippie thing.
Is that like so they become mermaids or something?
Yes, Jordan. And so they become folk of the water and they go back to Poseidon. No, because you can do like the water birth and shit.
Yeah.
But then like the
But then there's a
dolphins
dolphin
have
in
like a
there.
natural like calming effect with humans. And like if you give birth near dolphins, like the mother's heart rate and like the baby's heart rate is like really stable. I mean, this isn't like fucking like in like Oxford like peer reviewed journals or anything, but it's
Yeah.
like one of those like
It's like crystal
quasi
lady shit.
hippie, quasi whatever thing. Intern babe, can you look that up, please?
Oh, wait. Intern babe. What about the kiss thing from Twisters? Did you read it? What did it say? What did it say?
You can't have intern babe on mic. Andrew's gonna get mad.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Nah.
Bullshit.
This isn't some artistic movie, dude. It's a fucking summer
This
blockbuster.
is me trying to fly to California to explain what a cliffhanger is
Yeah.
to Steven Spielberg. Jordan, you would kiss
I
him.
love that. Woo! I like that. See, he's charming. He's a charming guy.
Jordan has a crush.
Daisy, yeah, she's cool too. She was in Where the Crawdads Go or whatever.
Nope. Where the crawdads sing?
Yeah. And
Where the crawdads hang out. You know,
That was a good movie.
Yeah.
And book, I guess. I don't know.
The book-
I didn't read it.
I think we read that book in elementary school.
Yeah.
I definitely knew about that book.
Really?
Yeah. All right, Jordan, we're done. Say bye.
Oh, bye.
Go to Patreon. Go to our Patreon. Say bye.
Bye.
Bye, Patreon. Bye.
Bye.